2020 Sportsman XP 1000S. I'll kind of walk you some of the features. This is the world's biggest and baddest ATV. Biggest feature of this thing, it's 55 inches wide. That lets you run in the side-by-side trails. You know, if you have a 48-inch unit today, you're kind of dancing from side to side, you can kind of run in those trails today. When we went to that width, we're allowed to get more suspension travel. So on the Sportsman version of this, we have 11.6 inches of travel. We have Walker Evans 2-inch diameter aluminum body shocks. And this is the first time we put two actual springs on the machine as well. So we've got a tender spring on top with a crossover ring and a mainspring. So fully adjustable, 16 position compression adjust as well. And then you can see we've got wider A-arms, and these A-arms are arched. So we have 14.5 inches of ground clearance, and we get it not just here in the center of the frame, but all the way through because we've got these arched A-arms as well. We've also put in sealed suspension bushings in these points now for more durability than what we've had in some of our older machines. The front of the vehicle, it comes standard with a brush guard on the front. Comes with a 3,500 pound HD winch with synthetic rope as well. Walking around to the front drive, on the 1000S units, we have side-by-side front drive. So this is a front drive out of a Ranger on this vehicle, so it has ADC. You see a lot more meat on the casting than what we've had on some of the current 1000s. You know, this vehicle weighs a little bit more, you got more suspension, so we have stronger front drive and shafts on this vehicle. Walking through to the back on the cockpit of this, we have a Bluetooth gauge so you can hook your phone to it, shows missed calls, shows texts, that kind of thing. It's also got 3 throttle modes on the Sportsman. So you've got a standard, work, and a performance mode, so it changes the throttle ramps on that throttle. From a strength standpoint, frame has got, we've replaced a lot of the casted pieces from the standard 1000 with billet and steel tube weldments on this one. It's 4 inches longer in wheelbase, and that gives you a little bit smoother ride. And most of that is in the front, so we've kind of pushed that front suspension forward 4 inches. Capacity-wise, on the front rack, most we've had on an ATV, it's 200 pounds in the front rack, 300 pounds on the rear. From a towing capacity standpoint, 1,700 pounds. Comes standard with a 2-inch receiver, and also a rear bumper in the back. The vehicle also has a center mount exhaust, so a little sportier, and also since we grow the vehicle in width so much, didn't have room again for the exhaust over here, so pull all that stuff in centrally. Also from a strength standpoint, the transmission is it's got a wider change, about 25 inch stronger in that transmission. So similar clutching to what we've had. The driven clutch we've changed to try to fight some of the spring taking a set, so a little bit different spring and a little bit different helix setup, but other than that, clutching very similar to what we have today in our 1000 units. That's it for the biggest and baddest 2020 Sportsman XP 1000S.